There is something I thought of sharing, and I want to be 100% honest with you. There is nothing out there like a perfect relationship. It's not there, it doesn't exist. Many of us have kept ourselves single in a single life, not because we do not have people who want us, but because we want something perfect. We've drawn a picture on a piece of paper of an individual you want, of a partner you want. But I want to tell you that these things, like perfection, we see in movies where someone has a perfect partner, where someone has someone who has it all, like they wrote it on paper. It ends in movies. Reality is the perfect relationships you see. They're either perfect in the stories you hear, in the photo shoots you see. Do you get me? In the out when you meet them out, the smiles they wear, the cuddling you see, but reality is it's not there. Most of the times, what you see, what people show out, is not what's inside. Most of the times, we all want to come out perfect. It's just like when I'm going out, I'll make up. I don't want people to see me with a face, with a worn out face, a tired face, you know. You want people to see and they're like, wow, she looks good. But when you meet me at home, it may be a different story. So this is a picture I'm trying to draw for you all. The relationships you see on social media, you see on TV, you hear in stories, most of them, they're just stories. Realities, they are not there. So I do not want you to miss out on a good person just because he or she doesn't match up to the standards you wrote on paper. Most of the times we have to settle for the things we need, not the things we like. Let me give an example. The things I needed in a person when I was single were: he must be God-fearing, he must be respectful. Do you hear me? He must be responsible. Of course, good looks are a good thing. But to me, they weren't. Like, I needed someone good looking, but not, not that king who comes out and everyone's like, wow, No. Because I realized reality is the things we really need are different from the things we like. When you are single and you are looking for someone, be realistic to yourself, because you yourself, you're not perfect. Be realistic and look out for things you really need in someone, not things that just, I don't even know how to call them. Let the things you can do without be. Let them not make you miss out on a good person. Some of us ladies are like, oh, he's responsible, but actually the weight, I'm not into that kind of weight. But the color, the skin tone, it doesn't match up to someone I want. I wanted someone who is really light skinned, and this one is kind of dark. And my darling, you're going to keep single. You're going to keep single. I do not want you to be there to be like, I didn't tell you. You're going to keep single. Like I said, those things you see, the perfect things you see on social media, the photo shoots you see, those people also have their problems. They are not as perfect as they seem in photos, as they seem in interviews. Those celebrity couples you look up to, they're not 100% everything. They do not have it all. Most of us wear those smiles with our partners when we go out, but in reality, when we go back home, it's a different story. So before you give up on someone who is really good, because of some simple things like, the problem is boring. Especially us women. Even men sometimes miss out on good women just because I wanted someone with a big behind. I want someone with a light tone, who is light skinned. I wanted someone who is really up, who who has sharp pointed breasts, and they end up missing out on good people because she has hips, but then the behind is not as big as I want it. And at the end of the day, when they settle with people, or with bad people, they end up regretting, and they're like, "But the other one was good, but then I think I didn't play my cards well." I do not want to come here and just make these videos and just for fun, or just for no. I want you to listen to a video I've made and learn something out of it. Because reality is, we have been there, we have seen things, we have had things, we have had stories of people who are in regret. Why? I left a good man, he was responsible, he was God-fearing, he loved me, he respected my people, but I kind of found him boring. He wasn't an outing person. Now you left him, someone picked him up and took him, now you're regretting. We've had those stories. And I do not want you to be among people who regret. Regret really feels so bad. It feels so bad. Let me tell you something. Just like getting a beautifully packed gift, and you're like, wow, the packaging is perfect. Then you take it home and you unwrap the gift. You may not like what's inside. Or what's inside may be beautiful, but not as expected. So these are relationships for you. These are the partners we choose. You may get someone who is good, but they also have their imperfections. But that doesn't mean they're bad people. That doesn't mean you should let them. So have those things you really need in someone. Like I gave an example, I did not want to have someone who is not God-fearing at any point of my life. It was really a big point for me. It was a need to me. I didn't want to get someone who doesn't respect me. To some women, they can be like, so long as he gives me money, even if he doesn't respect me, it's okay. To me, even if he doesn't give me money, but he must respect me. To me, he had to be responsible. So have those things you really need in someone. Do not waste our time. I'm looking for someone. I want someone today. But the legs have to be. Someone can tell you, I'm single and I'm looking for someone. You're like, what kind of person are you looking for? And then they start drawing the picture and you're like, but these people are not serious. They're not even yet willing to settle. So don't be that kind of person. Be the kind of person who really knows what you really want in a man or a woman. Do not waste people's time. If you're up to big bums and big legs and bright skins and all that, get that. Do not get someone and then after wasting their time and then you're like, but she's not exactly what I wanted after all. Do not waste people's time. Know the things you need and get exactly those. If you don't want someone, don't waste their time. Otherwise, I just came here to tell you, for those people who want to give up on their relationships just because the man is not funny, my man is not funny. My man, when you take him out, he doesn't understand what's trending. His dress code. There are things you can change on someone, but there are things you can't change on someone. If you don't like the way he dresses, you can talk about it. You can buy him. You can shop for him. You can give him ideas. Some things are really easy to change. But if someone is not God-fearing, my darling, it's not easy to change that person. If someone is disrespectful, that's the way he grew. It's not easy to change that person. If someone is irresponsible, it's going to take you a fight to make him responsible. It's really going to be hard. So the things we can change, those ones we can let them be. You will change that person as time goes on. But the things you can't change, do not tolerate, even in the beginning. Do not waste someone's time. Otherwise, that has been it with Elma here, and have a good night or a good day. Whatever. Bye.